What prompted this final decision by President Duterte? They have been, debating about this for weeks now. And President Duterte even went to Cebu.
Yeah, Sean. Actually, if you recall, President Duterte even had a meeting with Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia to listen to her side. Why is there a different policy when it comes to inbound passenger in Cebu? And following that meeting, President Duterte also ordered the Department of Health to submit their critique about the policy being implemented in Cebu. And after further studies about the critique coming from the Department of Health and after listening to the side of Governor Gwen Garcia, this afternoon, presidential spokesperson Harry Roque announced that the president has finally made his decision to make sure that the Cebu local government will follow the guidelines or the rules set by the interagency task force.
All right, did the palace spokesman mention what will happen if Cebu insists with following its own protocols? Could the province actually be sanctioned retroactively by the DILG for not following the IATF's nationwide rules these weeks past?
Secretary Roque actually declined to answer if the Cebu local executives may face liabilities should they decide not to follow the drafted or the rules drafted by the interagency task force. Secretary Roque said that it's up to the Department of Interior and local government to discuss this issue.
All right, moving on now to us over here in the NCR Plus region. What is shaping up so far regarding our next quarantine classification? Should we prepare ourselves to be moved to a different classification soon, Mase? And is the president going to announce anything?
Sean, if you recall, Dr. Ted Herbosa, one of the advisors of the National Task Force, actually recommended that maybe the Metro Manila or the NCR Plus as a whole is now ready to be placed under modified general community quarantine. But when asked about the new community quarantine classification, Secretary Roque said that he thinks that it is very unlikely that the IATF will place NCR Plus under MGCQ. He said that even before the surge of COVID-19 cases, there was a time that the number of cases nationwide is about 1,000 plus, only 1,000 plus. Metro Manila is still placed under ECQ, MECQ, or GCQ, never in MGCQ. So he doubts if this time, considering that we still have about 7,000 plus COVID cases nationwide, he doubts that the IATF will decide to place the NCR Plus under MGCQ. However, it is highly possible that the IATF will recommend to place Metro Manila and nearby provinces under the ordinary GCQ based on the hospital care utilization and the number of COVID cases in Metro Manila. But of course, the meeting of the IATF will still happen this afternoon, and then after that, they will submit their recommendation to President Duterte. Of course, like what you said, Sean, we're expecting President Duterte to have a talk to the people tonight, and we're also expecting that he will be announcing the new community quarantine classification.